Good morning, Wilson.
What's up?
Hey, two of my favorite people joining us right now talking about the big Lunch and Learn with the History Museum tomorrow. You may remember Ian's been on the show before. Penny hasn't been on before with me. I don't think it's been a while. I think maybe we were a Dish or it was a while back, but we're going to get to Penny here in just a second because I got some stories. Okay. We go way back. Ian, you were with us last time. You were talking about just such a great exhibit over there about the three kind of music venues in Charlotte, right? And that's what this Lunch and Learn is about tomorrow.
Yeah, so we opened an exhibit a couple of years ago called the Unforgettable Music Venues of Charlotte, kind of celebrating some of those venues that aren't with us anymore. Charlotte has kind of a great music history. We focused on the Double Door Inn, the Excelsior, and Tremont Music Hall, and there's a couple others thrown in there. But tomorrow at noon, we're going to be meeting with Penny and a couple other people to kind of talk about that history a little bit.
This is great because if you were in Charlotte back in the day, you're really going to love this. If you weren't and you'd like to learn a little bit more about the Charlotte music scene that kind of led us to where we are now, this is great. Also, it's during lunch and it's free. So what else are you going to do? It's pretty cool. I do have to ask Penny, though, because we go way back, okay? Penny, I know you know Tremont and Mile, I mean, all those clubs and all that craziness, but I got to ask you, my friend, have you ever done like a Zoom presentation like this before? I mean, Penny, this is the museum. This ain't like you're getting set up for GWAR or something like that. This is the Fancy Pants Museum people now.
I know I'm honored here. You know, I've never done anything like this, so it's
well. That's
cool.
What I was kind of getting to. So this is gonna. Yeah. Could you imagine all those years ago, way back in the day, when you were maybe asking me nicely to leave? That we would be on TV and talking about you doing a presentation with the museum. I mean, Mike, I love it. This is so cool.
I'm like, is this for real? Knock,
This really is cool. Penny, you got just such a great history there with Tremont Music Hall and just Milestone and all those kind of places. When we come back here just a little bit, I want to talk with you about some of those gigs back in the day. I've got some over at Tremont that stick out in my mind for various reasons and all that kind of good stuff. But this is going to be really cool coming up again tomorrow at noon with Penny and just some other notable names from the Charlotte music scene. Penny, before we get to that, though, what's like the number one question that maybe younger people ask you about the Charlotte music scene back in the day?
Well, the number one question that I usually get asked is, "Oh, I was at the such and such show. Do you remember me?"
No.
And no. Or I played whatever, and I said, "You were 16, you were this big around, and now you're like a big, huge dude, and I'm like, no, I don't remember you. I'm sorry."
That may be a good thing. I don't know. Ian, again, this is going on. This is going on tomorrow, and you want to go to the History Museum Facebook page. Is that right?
Yeah, you can watch it from the History Museum Facebook page, or there's more directions to it at our website, charlottemuseum.org.
There you go. We got that. You got those links. Go follow that tomorrow. We're going to talk more with Ian and Penny. Great Lunch and Learn tomorrow, talking about the Charlotte music scene that was some of my favorite people here. We got more coming up. It's Wilson's World, WCCB Charlotte. We'll be back. Thanks for sticking with us this morning, Ian. I think you're up because you're working and all that kind of stuff. Penny, thanks for waking up this morning and joining us this morning.
Thank you. It was tough, but
get her some coffee there. Now, if you tuned in earlier in the hour, we were talking about the Lunch and Learn going on tomorrow at the History Museum, talking about just an exhibit over there that I just loved. Talking to the three music venues, the Excelsior, Tremont over there, and the Double Door. And Penny, your history over there at Tremont. I spent a lot of time at Tremont Music Hall. Hopefully you don't remember me. What were some of your favorite gigs? Like when you look back on just so many shows, so many bands, are there any that still kind of stick out in your mind?
There's a few. I'm a popster. A lot of people don't know that. They think I'm a popster. I remember the first Matchbox 20 show when there were like 280 people or something. And they were just so good. And I just remember telling them, they were all standing around the bar, that I said, "You're going to be back and we're going to sell out." And sure enough, they did. That was great. I remember that. And I love Paula Cole. She's great live. She really is. And Psychedelic Furs was real. I mean,
I was at that one. I was always like telling the
tour manager, like when they do X song, whatever my favorite song was, I said, you got to let me know when it's coming up. And they would, and I would run out from the office. When they did Pretty in Pink, and I'm sitting there and chills are running up and down my spine. This song is one of the two, this and the OMD song. They defined an entire generation.
Yep.
I mean, I'm getting chills now. It was just amazing.
I think for me, kind of on the poppy end for me, Electric Fiction, which was really echoing the Bunnymen I saw there. They were some of my favorites there. I was at that Psychedelic Furs show. It was Valentine's Day night, Social Distortion, I think, played.
Oh, yes.
And I was not in a very good place in my life, so I remember that show specifically. That was really good. But probably my favorite show was seeing L7 over there on the little side room, because they were just, oh my gosh, they were so good.
They were very good. They were having some technical problems.
Yes.
But they were very good.
And it didn't matter because it was still great. And I can't repeat some of the things they said on stage, but it was amazing. So listen, tomorrow, Lunch and Learn, a lot of great stories from Penny. I know you're going to have my friend Daniel on too, Ian, right?
Yeah, Daniel Costin's going to be on, and if y'all don't know Daniel Costin, he is like the archivist, the photographic archivist of Charlotte, one of the hardest working dudes I've ever met. I love Daniel deeply. And we're also going to have Shane and Adele Deal on. Shane was the GM for Tremont for a period of time. Adele was there working too. And both of them are kind of important to everybody, in the music scene. I mean, Shane's worked for, I think, every music venue in Charlotte at this point, as everything from bartender to security to carpenter, so he's got a good inside kind of a track on all that.
It's tomorrow, lunchtime tomorrow, noon, Charlotte History Museum. Go to the website and go to the Facebook page, right?
Yep, that'll do it. charlottemuseum.org, or check us out on our Facebook page. Just look up Charlotte Museum of History.
There you go. I love it. Great stuff. Both of you. Penny, so good to catch up with you. Ian, good luck tomorrow. I'll be watching, okay?
Oh, thanks. I can't wait to see you there.
Great stuff, everybody. Really cool. Big thanks to the museum again. Hey, it's Wilson's World. Keep on rocking out there, everybody. WCCB Charlotte will be back.